Welcome to Dolan Auto Group's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Sonic, America's Drive-In. With your hosts, Dan Gustin and Ethan O'Brien. Brought to you by Gustin Sports Productions and My21 TV. Local high school basketball action starts right now.
Welcome to Galena High School for Friday Night Rivals. I'm Chris Healy along with Ethan O'Brien. And Ethan, we have a battle for supremacy in the Sierra League. The Miners of Bishop Manogue on the road against the Galena Grizzlies.
I am looking forward to this game, Chris. I tell you what, whenever these two teams get together, it always comes down to the last couple minutes in the fourth quarter. Tonight should be no difference. You have three of the top players in the entire North playing tonight. Moses Wood for Galena, Colton for goalie for Manogue, and Gabe Bansuelo for Manogue. Should be exciting.
And you know what, the great thing about it, we have two teams that are really hot. They went a combined 13-1 in the month of January. Manogue is a perfect 7-0 with an 8-point win over Galena.
Both teams have been extremely hot. You know, we have a saying today, they have been hotter than a pot of rice, and that is for sure. Tonight's going to be fascinating, but I look for whoever can dominate the boards, Chris, and play their game is going to win this basketball game. Rebounds is going to be crucial.
It is senior night here at Galena, and they have like 8 seniors on that roster, and Moses Wood is the tallest of them all. He's going to try to have a big night tonight to let everyone know who the best player in the Sierra League is.
Yes, you're exactly right. I don't know how tall Superman look on the big screen, but he's 6'8", and he can jump, and he can shoot the three, and that's Moses Wood. He is a matchup problem. I look for Colton for goalie to start out on him, to play him tough, but it's hard to keep Moses Wood down.
Well, I'll tell you, and if Bishop Manogue is going to win this ball game, they're going to have to find a way to get those rebounds you talked about. That means that all 5 have to crash those boards.
Yeah, all 5 do have to crash the board. And you talk about Trey Thompson from from Galena, also a terrific rebound. I look for an exciting basketball game. Get your popcorn ready. Sit down, relax. We're coming at you live right now.
Can't top that. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Galena High School. It is going to be a jam-packed gymnasium here on the Dolan Auto Group Friday Night Rivals. Chris Healy along with Ethan O'Brien. Ethan, we've got the starting lineups for tonight. First for the visiting Bishop Manogue Miners. Now the Miners, they're a little bit short when you look at when you compare them to Moses Wood, but they're very athletic. And you see Josh Rolling as a guard, number 1 there. He likes to go in and get some rebounds. He'll crash the board, won't he?
Yeah, he will crash the board. And he and Fagoli both 6'3", but they're a long 6'3". They got extremely long arms, good shot blockers, and terrific rebounders.
The Bansuelo twins are starting tonight. Gabe Bansuelo, 18.3 points per game. He and Colton Fergoli are the Manogue's 1-2 punch.
Yeah, and Gabe Bansuelo, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. This young man has probably the quickest first step in Northern Nevada, can score in bunches. Colton Fergoli plays both ends of the floor at a very, very high level. Rounding out the starting lineup is freshman Court Ballinger for Bishop Manogue. And those are your starting lineups for the Miners, brought to you by the Dolan Auto Group. Now for the Galena Grizzlies. The Grizzlies, they've got a lot of seniors. It's senior night here. You've got Skylar Louis, Spencer Knatzer, Austin Crowfoot, Trey Thompson, and, of course, Moses Wood. For this lineup to be successful tonight, what has to happen? Well, Moses got to be like the Moses from years ago. He got to lead these kids to the promised land. Okay, he's got to get off early, got to score early, got to rebound and be a factor on the defensive end. Now, the Galena Grizzlies, I kind of write down some notes to kind of guide myself through these games. I think they're going to have to elevate their team play. They got to get fired up and stay up. Yes, you're right, Chris. And they have to utilize this home court advantage because – but the way they're going to do that is they're going to stop Colton Fergoli from having a good game, because the last time the Miners lost, Colton Fergoli was basically disappeared from that game against Spanish Springs. If you can keep Colton Fergoli slowed down, you can beat the Bishop Manogue Miners. In the one way to keep him slowed down, what happened at Spanish Springs, he got in early foul trouble, picked up fouls early, and his game changed. He had to go to the bench. So they have to put pressure on him on the defensive end. So it's going to be interesting to see if Coach Mo starts him out on Moses Woods, because that's a big responsibility, and you don't want to lose Colton for going to foul trouble early. Now, for the Manogue Miners, they need to withstand that first punch that comes with home court advantage for Galena. I think that's important. Bansuelo and Fergoli need to get their points
But Josh Rowling needs to get his too. When he's that third scorer, Manogue has played very well.
Josh Rowling needs to get it rolling because this young man can score the basketball. He has to look for his offense tonight, Chris. If he can give them anywhere from 12 to 16 points tonight, I think that gives the advantage to Manogue.
And then I wrote down with a lot of exclamation points, Manogue needs to rebound, rebound, rebound.
Absolutely. You got to limit this team to one shot because Trey Thompson is a terrific offensive rebound. A lot of beef, young man from Texas now. So he's like to get to that mix up with Moses Wood and Crowfoot. So they definitely have to control the defensive glass.
So those are the starting lineups and the keys to the game brought to you by the Dolan Auto Group here on Friday Night Rivals. We'll be back with more high school basketball right after this. Welcome back to Galena High School. We're shortly before the Northern Nevada coin tip-off, but before we get to that, we're going to go to Brenna Green on the sideline. She's been doing some research on this game. Brenna, we're about to have a good one, aren't we?
Hi, Chris. The last time Galena and Bishop Manogue played, Bishop Manogue won 58-50. Put it simply, Galena just didn't play well the first time around. They shot 25% from the field, and Moses Wood only went 6 for 18 in that game. I talked to both coaches about the lessons they learned from that contest. Coach Duke Howard at Galena said that they really learned that they needed to play more together. They've really been focusing on playing as a team instead of individually. Meanwhile, over at Bishop Manogue, Coach Mulgojani told me that his team needs to play better defense this time around, saying that he'd be willing to bet $1,000 that Galena doesn't shoot 25% from the field in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Brenna Green, and we're going to be back with more high school basketball right after this. Welcome back to Galena High School. We're getting ready to tip it off. Ethan O'Brien, the first few minutes are going to be really important as Galena controls the tip.
Well, that's one victory. It doesn't mean much.
Skylar Louie guarded by Court Ballinger out front.
This is a good matchup here because Court Ballinger, I'm telling you, is one of the best on-ball defenders there is anywhere. I don't care where you're playing.
And if you stop the ball, you stop the offense, right?
Yes.
So Manogue playing tight defense. Galena gets it into Wood, but he gets it back out to Canaster. In the first 30 seconds of the game, we've yet to see a shot. Wood guarded by Fergoli. In and out. Did everything right except to get it in, right?
Exactly. And, Colton Fergoli normally plays Moses Wood extremely well.
So Manogue with the offense for the first time. We're less than a minute into the game. No score. Bansuelo out to Fergoli. And from the top, the three-pointer won't go. Shot by the Miners, Daniel Bansuelo.
Coach Howard can live with that shot. You just don't want Gabe Bansuelo, Colton Fergoli, getting good looks early.
Pass inside, that's going to be a travel. You could see the steps.
Yeah, you could. That's a correct call there against the baseline. You see here on the little replay, little happy feet going on here.
Watch the feet. See the shuffle right there.
Gregory Hines would have been very impressed with that tap dancing.
He gained an advantage. That's why they called it. Fergoli out front gets it to Rolling. And Fergoli immediately went down on the block. Miners tried to get it down front, but couldn't, down in and couldn't. So there's Fergoli in the corner. Very slow start to this game. No score. There's one of the Miners' scorers, Gabe Bansuelo, the leading scorer. He's bumped by Knatzer, but there was another travel, and that's a good call.
It was a good call. You see once again on the replay, gets by Trey Thompson, but great help by Spencer Knatzer there. He really forced that travel.
Nearly 2 minutes into this basketball game, and we have no score. A little bit of a surprise.
Not to me. I thought both teams would come out a little jittery because they understand this is a big basketball game here.
So Bishop Manogue has, if they can win this, they basically clinch the Sierra League. There's Wood, this time guarded by Rolling. Rolling tips it away. Skylar Louie is fouled out front. Who's going to get the foul. It was on Ballinger. That'll be his first and the game's first.
Look at the green jerseys around Moses Wood. I mean, they are locking in on him. If he puts that ball on the floor, someone's going to be there.
So Ballinger's first foul. No harm, no foul, as they like to say, but he fouled that time. Inside to Wood, see if he operates, gets the pass over to Knatzer.
So a good pass there, and Spencer Knatzer got a good look at a three.
Knatzer penetrates. Look, you're right. Look at the Miners swarming all over Wood. His shot does not draw iron. There's going to be a foul called inside against Bishop Manogue.
I mean, see, Colton Fragoli does a great job on the ball there. But credit Crowfoot for being aggressive. This is why Crowfoot is in that starting lineup. This young man plays every possession extremely hard.
So Fragoli gets called for the foul, and Austin Crowfoot misses the first of two. And with 5:13 remaining in the first quarter, still no score. And it's now 1-0 in favor of Galena, and they come out with a press after the made bucket.
Well, this is going to be crucial how Manogue handles this pressure.
Fragoli,
10-second violation. It was close.
pass inside, off the Miners, say the crowd, off the Grizzlies, say the officials.
I like what Duke Howard did there with that pressure, and, you know, you got a great staff with Karen Friel over there, one of the smartest coaches around.
There's rolling up top. Ballinger does not shoot a lot early in his freshman season. Bansuelo. Gabe Bansuelo for three.
Well,
and Manogue takes the lead.
I know he has a twin brother out there, but that's the one you better know where he's at all times.
Turnover. Wood slipped and gets up gingerly. So the Miners will rebound from the sideline. Minimal pressure this time, and Fragoli will bring it up. Lob inside to Bansuelo. And it's Bansuelo 5, Austin Crowfoot 1. So here's that quick start for the Miners.
Look at that defense by Court Ballinger. See, these other guys, they got to look to score. There you go. But you notice, didn't have that look in his eyes like he wanted to score.
There's Skylar Louie for three.
That's a good shot. And there's Trey Thompson. Got to go up strong, though.
Thompson went up tentative on that and missed off glass. Three-pointer won't go, and Wood with the rebound.
Oh, nice move.
Wood.
Yeah, I thought he got hit on the arm on that, too.
We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it. Bishop Manogue with a 5-1 lead over Galena early in the first quarter. We're back here at Galena, and it's when we get to the end of this ball game, we'll have the Reno Sport and Spine Player of the Game, featuring Reno's only Ultra G anti-gravity treadmill is Reno Sport and Spine, helping you get back into the game faster. Manogue inbounds, heavy full court pressure by Galena, and that'll be a violation.
And this is why it's crucial that Galena can get points, because it allows them to set up this pressure defense, which I think is going to give Manogue some problems tonight.
It's looked like it early on. Now, Manogue has guards who can handle the ball, which I guess is ideal, but don't you usually try to pass over pressure?
Well, if you got really good guards, and you know what, you don't have to do a whole lot of passing. I remember, Coach Foster said, our press breakers, we got a point guard.
So out there for Bishop Manogue into the ball game is DeBruin. Ballinger open, thought about it, gets it back to DeBruin, and Manogue trying to solve this big zone defense set up by Galena. Fragoli is yet to really get off a shot.
No. Nice penetration by Josh Rowland.
There's Ballinger for three. He misses everything. And that rebounder will go to Galena. Will Manogue try to put some full court pressure on?
Well, it's just man-to-man pressure, and I like it. Just turn the point guard a couple times.
So we're stuck. Galena's been stuck on a Austin Crowfoot free throw. There are only points of the first quarter so far. And there's a travel opposite our table. Wood getting a little frustrated, do you think?
He is getting frustrated. What he really needs is someone else to look to score. Now, his little brother, Isaac Wood, who's on the bench now, fresh, I tell you what, he'll relieve some of that pressure because he'll look to score the ball.
And Gabe Bansuelo hits another three, and the Miners lead 8-1. All of the Miner points by Bansuelo. This is a key possession right here, isn't it?
You notice how the Galena players are picking that ball up so far away from the basket, not even looking to break the defense down. You have to look to break the defense down off the dribble.
So Wood sets a screen. Louis takes a shot. It won't go, and it'll go out of bounds. And that'll be a nice place to set up a press right there.
Yeah, now you can set it up. I thought Tyler Lewis could have turned that corner a little more.
So with 2 minutes remaining, first quarter, Manogue with an 8-1 lead. And there's that pass to Rolling, and it was too far. And that's a turnover.
Yeah, all Galena has to do is score the basketball, set up this pressure, which I think is going to be very, very hard on Manogue. But they can't score.
Ballinger guarding Skylar Louis out front. And Ballinger with the quick hand steals it.
Look at that effort by the young fella.
There's Fergoli, open floor. That'll be a two-shot attempt. It won't go. And the basketball stays with the Bishop Manogue Miners. Isaac Wood, who you just mentioned, coming into the game.
And Jake Waters is going to play with some effort.
There is going to be a play of the game chosen, and it'll be brought to you by Carson Dodge. Carson Dodge, check out their new expanded state-of-the-art service center to help you get back into your vehicle more quickly. 8-1 lead for the Miners here in the first quarter. Ballinger drives, and it won't go. And then he fouls Isaac Wood, and Ballinger picks up his second foul.
Oh, man, the young fella had a nice drive there. Look at that ball, does everything but go down through the net.
That looked like one of your old Globetrotter shots.
Yeah.
So Ballinger picks up his second. 3 team fouls on Manogue. That could become a factor later in the second quarter.
And see, that hurts because he's such a terrific, on-ball defender.
Wood guarded by Fergoli. Wood makes his move but can't get a shot off. And there's Knatzer on the drive.
See, I like that by Spencer Knatzer, but that's when Trey Thompson and Moses Wood got to crash that board.
Nice pass from Bansuelo to Fergoli. That'll go. And Bishop Manogue leads 10-1. 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. What is now a disastrous
See,
quarter.
That's a rush shot right there by Moses Wood.
Well, will Manogue hold for a final shot?
I mean, why not? They got it rolling here.
There's Ballinger still in the ballgame with 2 fouls. Fergoli for 3.
I like that. You know the saying, hand down, man down.
Miners lead 13-1. Wood guarded by Ballinger. Ballinger will get a 3rd foul.
And see, that's all because of the craftiness and smartness from Isaac Wood. This young man has a high basketball IQ.
So Ballinger will leave the game. Coming into the game for Bishop Manogue is Reyes. Long shot won't go. That's your end of your quarter, and it's been a great quarter for Bishop Manogue. They lead by a score of 13-1. We'll be back with more of Friday Night Rivals right after this. You may go. Big O Tires will sponsor the drive of the game. You can buy 3 tires and get 1 free on select in-stock set installation. See a participating Big O store. You can get $70 back after mail-in rebate on 4 installed Michelin tires. See a participating Big O tire store. Chris Healy back with Ethan O'Brien. Ethan, Manogue has a 12-point lead in the ball.
I'll tell you what, defensive, they have been exceptional.
Frigoli gets the pass over to Reyes. Reyes in for Ballinger. Reyes misses that shot. And Galena on the run.
Well, the good news for Galena is Manogue has 14 fouls, and they have 0. So maybe if they can get some fouls and get some points at the free throw line, it'd be huge.
Braden DeBruin with some tough defense up front. Swing pass by Wood.
There you go. Now that's Spencer Canatzer, terrific shooter, and that's the one early in the first quarter. I'd say a good pass. Canatzer could have got a good shot off.
So
Turnover.
Turnover, and Galena on the run, trying to get the crowd into it.
Moses is upset because his brother didn't look down the floor.
And he'll hear about it at home. Thompson,
there you go.
For 3.
My, how quickly things can change. That's a great timeout by Coach Mo. A quick timeout.
Coach Mo Golshani of Bishop Manogue takes a 30-second timeout. The defensive play of the game tonight will be brought to you by Savage & Son. Over 120 years of doing plumbing right the first time. Give them a call, and they'll tell you we're on it. So, Galena gets off. They scored 1 point in 8 minutes. They just scored 6 points in 1 minute and 5.
Yeah, I mean, back-to-back threes from Trey Thompson and Spencer Canatzer. So maybe this is something that can get them going now. And now gives them a chance to set up that pressure defense.
So Bishop Manogue took that timeout. Now they're going to have to battle against that full court pressure. For goalie, guarded by Wood. They're going to try to trap him at the baseline, but he gets rid of it. Daniel Bonsuelo into his brother, but rolling with the putback for 2.
Josh rolling those long arms.
Manogue needed that bucket, and they got it. There's Canatzer guarded by Gabe Bansuelo. Wood turns it over. Miners on the run. Rolling to the hole. Initiates contact. Doesn't get the call, or does he?
Well, they're going to say it was a block, and I think that's a good call here.
Here on the Dolan Auto Group replay, you see initiated contact. Thompson just wasn't set.
Yeah, it was not set, and never did get quite ahead of the basketball.
So Rolling will shoot 2. The first free throw makes it 16-7, Manogue. If you can get a 9-point lead on, don't forget, this is a Manogue team that played well on the road for 3 quarters at Spanish Springs.
I think they like playing on the road. I think the away crowd really gets them involved in the game.
Lead is 10. There's another turnover. Rolling on the run. Manogue has numbers. There goes Frigoli with the dunk.
Yeah, you probably got to get Spencer Louis back in there. Isaac Wood, not a very good pass.
There's a push foul called on Bansuelo. That's Gabe Bansuelo. So 5 team fouls. We have a timeout. We're going to take it. The Bishop Manogue Miners with a 12-point lead midway through the second quarter. Well, at halftime, we'll have the Chase International halftime show. If you're buying or selling a home, the right connection makes all the difference. And it's been the right connection for the Miners tonight.
Yes, it has. I mean, the stars from Manogue has definitely showed up here in this first half. When you talk about Frigoli, Gabe Bansuelo, and Josh Rowland.
There's Skylar Louie. Braden DeBruin jumped out to guard him, then bounced back to his guard, Jake Waters. There's DeBruin and Waters doing battle. And there's a turnover. Stolen by Frigoli with a great bounce pass to Rolling. Off glass for 2.
Smooth.
That was a great pass. Great lob. And Isaac Wood is off the schneid.
That's Moses Wood.
Or Moses.
Oh, above the rim. Terrific pass by Sweet Louie.
Miners with a 12-point lead in the ball. DeBruin battles, turns it over. Here comes Wood. He'll take it to the hole.
And one. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. As you see on the replay, Superman is in the building now. Takes the bump. Nice left hand off the glass.
Is that Frigoli's second foul? His first foul. That's important. It's so loud in here, it's difficult to hear.
It is extremely loud.
So Wood will shoot. And that conversion makes it a 21-12 Manogue lead.
And now here comes the pressure.
Frigoli guarded by Wood. And they back off and let Frigoli get across the timeline. Rolling with some good hands and quick feet, still alive there. Gives it up to Daniel Bonsuelo, who drives baseline, turns. Won't get the shot to fly, but will get the rebound.
You gotta box out.
That was one of our keys. Manogue needed to rebound. That's a positive one for them there.
Galena, I tell you what, half-court defense on this possession was really good.
Rolling, shake, and bake, and gets the ball back after a tip. And a nice rebound by the smallest man on the floor, Skylar Louie.
I like it. Mr. Louie's got that look in his eye right now.
So Isaac Wood directing traffic, and boy, I'll tell you, he just got a stiff arm from Frigoli. Frigoli better watch out.
Just a little flex offense right here Galena's running.
4 minutes in the second half. There's
Bam.
Wood for three.
You know the saying, hand down, man down. And what a screen set by Trey Thompson.
Wood has 8 points in this second quarter. It's a 6-point lead for Bishop Manogue. Frigoli on the drive and the dish.
Oh, that's a great pass.
Rolling with the finish.
Great pass by Colton Frigoli. And, you know, credit Josh Rowland for slashing to the basket on that.
Rolling has 8 points, above his season average. Skylar Louie penetrates, takes the fall away. The rebound goes to Bonsuelo.
That's a tough shot right there.
Both teams look a little tired right now.
Oh, yeah, a lot of emotion, except that young man does it.
Bonsuelo drives to the hole, will draw the foul. It goes against Waters on the block.
Well, let's see here on the Sonic replay.
Well, that's Mateo Rasmussen.
Yeah.
He moved into him, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right call.
Okay. So the Sonic replay, the verdict is correct call. First shot missed. And, of course, the fans always think that's justice for the basketball gods saying it was a bad call.
Well, you know they say the ball never lies, so. Oh, wow.
0 for 2. Bonsuelo stuck on 10 points here in the first half. Inside 3 minutes, Louie.
So you give him a good pass, that's a shot.
See, Knatzer, has had that 1-3, but that's about the only shot he's put up.
Yes. See, you can't wake this young man up. I saw him a week ago, Damani Ransom was trying to get him rattled, and it really woke him up. And he's awake right now, and he's putting on a show. Turnover.
Frigoli turns it over, and here comes Galena, trailing by 6 with a chance to cut the lead in half.
Tell you what, I go right back to Moses Wood. Nice. Nice. That's that little flex cut against the baseline. Trey Thompson. We got a ball game, Chris.
It's a 4-point game. This is about where it should be anyway.
Yes.
So Thompson, after that turnover and pass, makes it a 4-point game. Big defensive stand now for Galena. Daniel Bonsuelo for 3. Won't go.
Oh, Superman goes up. Leaps a tall building.
Wood on the rebound. For 3, won't go, pushing the back, they don't call it.
Tell you what, if he would have hit that, this gym would have went crazy.
So Manogue is going to slow the pace down now with 1:40 left. Frigoli walks it up. Wide open, had a shot, and Frigoli will benefit from the pass, take a 3 and miss. And there's a rebound by Mateo Rasmussen. And a foul. And we have a media timeout. We're going to take it. It's Bishop Manogue with a 4-point lead. A minute and a half left in the second quarter. Capital Glass, in business for more than 50 years with offices in Reno and Carson. Capital Glass gives back. Capital Glass urges you to make a capital investment in your school by applying for a Capital Glass athletic grant brought to you by Capital Glass, the best in glass. You go to the Fox Reno My21 TV website and fill out the application for the Capital Glass athletic grants. Back here shortly before halftime, it's a 4-point game. Ethan O'Brien, this one's settling in. This is like a heavyweight boxing match. A lot of punches being thrown, not a lot being landed.
Well, it's playing out like we thought it would from the start. I mean, Galena has finally decided to show up, and I tell you what, they're right back in this ball game.
Mateo Rasmussen, first free throw won't go, and Manogue with the basketball in the 4-point lead. 30-second timeout on the floor. An interesting time to take a timeout. Don't forget our halftime show will be brought to you by Chase International. If you're buying or selling a home, the right connection makes all the difference. That's Chase International halftime show. So Ethan O'Brien, you take a timeout. Of course, you get extra timeouts here because of the media timeouts. So you can play around a little bit more, can't you?
Well, I think Coach Mo wanted to get a player in there, and that's, as you see, Kyrie's in the ballgame, number 32, and I think that's why he called that 30-second timeout.
Into the ball game for Bishop Manogue is Kyrie Mance-Cook. That's him with the no, that's rolling with the basketball. Another turnover. Manogue's been turnover prone the last few minutes.
See, that 30-second timeout didn't help too much.
Canatzer thought about it. Dishes to Wood. Wood got hammered. No foul. Here comes Fergoli.
I thought for sure that was a foul on that one.
Rolling. Rebound inside by DePoli for Bishop Manogue. He can't get it to go. Skylar Louie penetrates, dishes. And fouling from behind for Bishop Manogue is Kyrie Mance-Cook. Take a look at it here on the replay.
Great pass by Skylar Louie, and I think he can do that, a lot more, really get in that key and collapse the defense.
Austin Crowfoot shooting 2.
Free throws.
Tough to shoot them when you're tired.
I mean, it really is.
And he misses 2.
And look who gets the rebound, Trey Thompson.
So Manogue looks tired right now. They've had some lapses, turnovers, not boxing out. Wood had a good look. It wouldn't go, but another rebound.
We talked about rebounding, and right now Manogue is beginning to rebound.
So 23.3 seconds left here in the first half. We're going to have Brenna Green talking to Galena coach Duke Howard before we go to the Chase International halftime show. Wood guarded by Fergoli, fall away, won't go, doesn't even hit iron.
That's a good contest there.
So 8 seconds remaining. Gabe Bansuelo dishing. Passes, there's an offensive foul called. And that basket won't count. Let's take a look.
See on the replay. Oh man, see I didn't think that was an offensive foul. I thought Trey Thompson slid into Gabe Bansuelo. That should have been a block if anything.
3.7 seconds left. Here comes Skylar Louie, guarded by Mance-Cook. Louie for 3, and it won't go. And at halftime, it's Manogue with a 4-point lead. And as Brenna Green makes her way over to talk to Duke Howard, I'll ask you for your quick thoughts on what we're going to hear in that second, or see in that second half.
I think Coach is going to talk about his team, playing with a little bit more confidence on offensive end.
Now Brenna Green has Coach Duke Howard out on the floor. Brenna, take it away.
Thanks, Chris. Coach Howard, the score at the end of the first quarter was 13-1. How did you guys turn this game around?
We had to really calm down, get back into our system. It's it's a big game for us tonight, and we came out quick, and they hurried us, and so we finally got some good calls and some attention on the floor that put us into some rhythm. So we just stayed in our zone.
The three-point shot's been big for you guys this season, and once again, it played a huge role in this second quarter. How exciting is it to see that shot dropping, especially after that first quarter?
After the first quarter, that's a great call out. You know, we can't live on 23 feet out, 26 feet out. We got to get the ball moving and sharing the basketball, staying in continuity, but the three ball's great. You know, when it falls, it's great.
Thank you so much, Coach Howard.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
That was Brenna Green with Coach Duke Howard of the Galena Grizzlies. So we're going to take a break and come back with the Chase International Halftime Show. If you're buying or selling a home, the right connection makes all the difference. I'm Chris Ely along with Ethan O'Brien. We have a good one here at Galena High School. Bishop Manogue leads by 4. It's the Chase International Halftime Show. If you're buying or selling a home, the right connection makes all the difference. It's a packed gym at Galena, and the Bishop Manogue Miners, you know, we talked about keys to the game. Miners withstand the first punch. Well, the first punch never came from Galena in the first quarter. It was 13-1 Manogue at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, well, it looked like Galena was playing a little rope-a-dope, little Muhammad Ali against George Foreman. They just stood and did nothing and took punches, but then they rallied back in that second quarter. If you're Coach Howard, you got to feel good about how your team responded. You're only down 4 points, and you missed 3 consecutive free throws. You could be down by 16 to 20 right now, so you're still in this ball game.
We talked about for Manogue, Ben Suelo for goalie, and Rolling all had to get going. Guess what? They all got going. They're all on their way to having double-digit games.
Yeah, they are. And we talked about Josh Rowland being that third guy, if he can provide some scoring. And you know what? He did get off to a good start. I like the start that for goalie and Ben Suelo got off too. Inside, outside, they seem to have it going tonight.
Now for Galena, Moses Wood has 10 points. Trey Thompson has 5. Wood didn't have any points in the first quarter, so he had a great second quarter.
Well, yeah, they only had 1 point, and he didn't get it. So, yeah, he got it going a little bit. Thought he rushed some shots there, but that was only because, you know, like he got a little frustrated. But he got it going in the second. Trey Thompson also. If they can get Spencer Canazza some more looks and Skylar Louie, we're in for something there.
The Bishop Manogue Miners turned the ball over a lot in the final 4 minutes of the second quarter. Was that fatigue, or were they trying to do too much?
Well, I think a little fatigue, but then you got to credit Galena with playing great defense. I thought their half-court defense was really good late in that second quarter. They made it tough, no dribble penetration, so credit Galena for that.
It's the Chase International Halftime Show. If you're buying or selling a home, the right connection makes all the difference. It's halftime at Galena High School. We'll be right back.
It's time once again to meet another one of our Revilio Way to Go Award winners. A talented young lady from North Valley's high school. She has a 4.56 GPA weighted. She is number 10 in her class. She participates in athletics and does great work in our community. So meet Faith McCuskey. Faith, you know, talked about all the things you do in the classroom. I want to talk first about what you do in the community. The Garrett Allen Scholarship is important to you and your family. Why?
So I had known the Allens since kindergarten, and my sister as well. They were just a family that was super kind and always really involved with the community itself as well. And so when Garrett was diagnosed with leukemia before my freshman year, it was a very close hit to a lot of the people in our community. So we set up the Garrett Allen Memorial Scholarships, so that his name wouldn't be forgotten within even our schools, because he just excelled in so many things, especially school. He probably would have been going to an amazing college at this point.
I mentioned sports. You're involved in 4 sports: cross country, rifle, golf, and softball. Now, that's a rare mix in itself, but why so many sports for you?
I've just always wanted to try new things. I had done volleyball and basketball in middle school, and I decided I want to try and move on and do different things as well, which is why rifle came into the mix. And then after 2 years of cross country, I was really looking for something else I could try, and so golf had popped up as something that was really open to the female athletes at our school.
And you will end up going on scholarship to college to play softball, correct? Mm-hmm. At Pitzer College. The other thing that strikes me is you won a Women in STEM award. Tell me how that came about.
So in my math class, it was very much so a who's pushing themselves within the classroom itself, but also that as a woman, since the amount of girls in STEM is so low, our teacher really wanted to look at the girls who had been pushing themselves hard in there and say there is a chance for you in this field, and so she really just pushed for us and advocated for us, which led to the awards.
So you got to learn something about that, but when you go on to college, you're going to study environmental studies. Tell me a little bit more why you want to be in environmental studies.
So with everything just going on right now with the environment itself, after seeing just the damage that has been caused, I think it's really big about conserving what we have, and after doing the traveling that I have, I really just want to preserve the beauty for future generations.
Yeah, a wonderful young lady. That's why we've chosen Faith McCuskey as our Revilio Way to Go Award winner. She cares about the community, she's active participant in sports, and also her grades are exemplary. She is a Revilio Way to Go Award winner.
It's the Chase International Halftime Show. If you're buying or selling a home, the right connection makes all the difference. It's Bishop Manogue with a 4-point lead. Brenna Green has their coach, Mo Golshani, on the sidelines. What's Mo got to say?
Coach Golshani, let's talk about the first quarter first here. You guys come out 13-1 after the end of that first quarter. What do you think made your guys play such incredible defense out there?
Intensity. We were intense. We have business to handle. We came out and handled it. We didn't settle for long shots. And in the second quarter, we started settling for long shots. That leads to long rebounds and transition. 8 out of their 18 points in the second quarter were off a long rebound. So we'll regroup. We'll be fine. It's a hostile atmosphere, though. I'll tell you that much. This is fun.
How much fun is it to play in a gym with this energy?
This is unbelievable. This is why I signed up for this job, for nights like this. This is great. That's a great basketball team on the other side, too, by the way.
Thank you so much, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Brenna Green and Coach Mo Golshani of Bishop Manogue. You know, Ethan O'Brien, we have some highlights of that first half, and we're going to go to them in just a moment here on the Chase International Halftime Show. And I'll tell you, Manogue got off to that fast start that Mo talked about.
And that was Gabe Bensuelo getting everything going from behind the three-point line. For a while there, it was Gabe Bensuelo 8 and Galena 1. As you see there on the toss over the top, and here's Court Ballinger with a nice pass. He said, I did it so nice, I have to do it twice, and he knocks down his second three-pointer.
Gabe Bensuelo with 8.5. Colton Fergoli finishes off that layup. He has 7 in this first half. Colton Fergoli and Bensuelo and also Josh Rowling all scoring for the Miners. But eventually, Galena got rolling.
And that got him going there. Spencer Canatzer with the big three. And here's Trey Thompson again for 3. Young man started to get it going as well. Look at Josh Rowland just battling there with those long arms. And we talked about rebounding. There you go. Look at the numbers here. Unselfish play from Dan Bensuelo to Colton Fergoli for the dunk.
So the Miners, that was when they were really hitting on all cylinders. They got tired with that final 4 minutes of the half and turned the ball over, and Galena was able to take advantage of plays like that.
Yeah, great pass by Skylar Lewis, and even better finish by Moses. Look at Moses, who takes the contact from Fergoli, still finishes with his left hand. He scored points in bunches. As you see the three-pointer there, knocks it down, leaves the hands up, looks at the crowd.
Moses Wood, 10 points, all in the second quarter.
Yeah, see, once he gets the ball that close, you're in trouble. And Trey Thompson, a nice little flex cut there for a reverse layup.
Well, it's the Chase International Halftime Show. Don't forget about Chase International. If you're buying or selling a home, the right connection makes all the difference. We'll be back with more of the Chase International Halftime Show right after this. Back here at halftime, Capital Glass, in business for more than 50 years with offices in Reno, Carson. Capital Glass gives back. They make a capital investment in your school by applying for a Capital Glass athletic grant, brought to you by Capital Glass, the best in glass.
Well, Chris, I got to point out, Galena did go on that run when Court Ballinger went out of the game. See, he was out of the game when they went out.
3 fouls, yeah. And he's back in. Galena inbounding. Trailing by 4. Canatzer over to Thompson. And look at that. Great job by Fergoli of boxing out on Wood.
Great job.
Fergoli with the basketball up front, guarded by Wood. And there's Ballinger going against Louis. He drives, draws contact. It ends up with Rolling for 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's lucky he didn't get a 4th foul on that. Because I thought Trey Thompson was set.
So Rolling gets the putback, and Manogue leads by 6. Rolling has 10 points on the night. Trey Thompson gives it up, and Louis in the corner against Ballinger. Thompson almost turned it over. Gets the good look for 2.
Yeah, so if you're Skylar Louis, you got to look to attack Court Ballinger with those 3 fouls.
Trey Thompson has 7 points on the night. We're back to a 4-point Manogue lead.
I like Trey Thompson. I like his physicality. Plays every possession extremely hard.
Fergoli resets the Manogue offense, guarded by Wooden. Steps back from the elbow for 2.
Yeah, they got a little personal battle going on here.
That was a beautiful piece of getting an open shot, wasn't it?
It was. He set him up for that move.
Manogue leads by 6. Wood with the basketball. Canaster loses it.
See, that's the second time that's happened to Spencer Canaster, so now he's got to make the adjustment. When you get past your defender, you know they're going to reach from behind.
So Canaster, Galena keeps it, and Thompson will inbound. And immediately it's Wood versus Fergoli. Wood will draw the foul. It'll probably go against Rowland.
I mean, he had 3 shirts around him, as you see here on the replay. Great job by Colton Fergoli with the initial defense, and you see Josh Rowland did get him, but 1, 2, 3 green jerseys around Moses Wood.
Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out who you need to stop. That's 11 for Wood now. Wood cuts the Manogue lead to 4, and we have a timeout. We're going to take it. We'll be back with more high school basketball on Friday Night Rivals right after this. We're early in the third quarter, but eventually we'll have a player of the game, and he'll be brought to you by Reno Sport and Spine, featuring Reno's only Ultra G anti-gravity treadmill, helping you get back in the game faster. Chris Healy along with Ethan O'Brien. It's a 4-point lead for Manogue, and they have the basketball. Fergoli for 3.
Yeah, measured him there. Measured him there. He's got it going tonight.
Fergoli with 12, 5 here in the third quarter. He has a smooth shot.
Smooth shot. And very unselfish, though. You notice he does everything within the offense.
Canatzer loses the basketball, gets it to Skylar Louis, who hits a 3.
So one good 3 deserves another. Great shot by Skylar Louis.
Sure loosens up the game when they hit those 3s, doesn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, this game is going to come down to the wire. I guarantee it.
Gabe Bansuelo has been quiet in this third quarter. Not anymore.
Well, you heard you say that. That's a great pull-up.
Bansuelo with 10 points. First points of the third quarter.
I like this young man's game, and you won't find a better kid.
Rolling with an impressive rebound off a Trey Thompson miss. Bansuelo gets the roll.
Baby. Nice finger roll.
Manogue has only 3 players who've scored. Fergoli blocks Wood from behind. Take a look at this on the replay.
Let's see if it was a blocker, if there was some, well, couldn't see from that view there.
Austin Crowfoot got in the way. What do you have on that? Boy, I'll tell you, Fergoli can jump.
He's a good defender. I said he was long. He's 6'3", but he's long arms.
That Carson Dodge replay came up big on the second one. Battle for the basketball. Rolling comes away with it. That's an offensive foul.
Yeah. And Austin Crowfoot right there to take it.
Carson Dodge replay will tell the truth. Look at that. He just swings it out at him.
That's a great call there.
Like he had a machete. Right near the halfway point of the third quarter. And there's another offensive foul. That one against Skylar Louis.
Credit Court Ballinger with his great on-ball defense.
Well, and he's playing with dynamite. He has 3 fouls. There's Ballinger with the basketball, guarded by Louie, and Louie fouls him. So now it's Galena with a second team foul. Boy, I'll tell you, this intensity in this gym.
I'm telling you, yes, it is.
And every time Manogue scores a point, it quiets it down. But, boy, the Galena crowd wants to go wild. They haven't had a lot of chance to do that. Ballinger double dribbles.
Yeah, he wanted to make that pass initially. You feel bad because the young man had the right idea.
So Louie will bring up the basketball, guarded by Ballinger. And
Galena needs a basket.
And there's Wood on the block, but gives it up and turns it over. There's that length of rolling.
I tell you what, if he could have got that ball there, Spencer Canatra had a good look.
For goalie, not intimidated by Wood at all. Nice pass inside.
Great pass.
Rolling for 2. He has 12 on the game. Manogue's lead is 10.
It's danger time right now for Galena.
Wood guarded by Fergoli. Makes the cross-court pass and sets up a 3, but it isn't taken. And there's Trey Thompson. You gotta love Thompson's headband, don't you? He is a real warrior out there.
Yes, he is.
Wood says, I'm open, but he gives it up. We have a timeout taken by the Galena Grizzlies. And we're going to see it's inside 3.
I think it's a 30.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you, we're going to have the opportunity to have a play of the game. And the play of the game is brought to you by Savage & Son, by Carson Dodge. Excuse me. Carson Dodge, check out their new expanded state-of-the-art service center to help you get back in your vehicle faster. So, the Bishop Manogue Miners have won this third quarter so far.
Yes, they have, on both ends of the floor. I mean, they're doing a great job on the defensive end. But like I said, Galena went on the run when Court Ballinger picked up that third foul, went out of the game.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, he gets everything started on the defensive end with his great on-ball defense. And then Colton Fergoli, the job he's doing on Moses Wood, it's terrific. I don't even think he needs help right now. I mean, I think he's doing a great job of just playing him straight up.
So the Galena Grizzlies have 6 players who've scored. Manogue has only 3 players who've scored in this ball game. Rolling has 12, Bansuelo has 12, and Fergoli has 12.
Well, 12 is a good number, I guess. It's a lucky number.
Coming up big for the Bishop Manogue Miners.
Well, we talked about those 3. The big 3 is what we call them, and they have showed up in this basketball game tonight.
So it will be Galena basketball. Trey Thompson will inbound. Let's see what play they can come up with. Nothing fancy off the inbound so far, having difficulty getting it in. Wood finally receives that pass and immediately goes one-on-one with Fergoli. Knatzer has been pretty quiet tonight.
Yes, he has. Nice drive there. White Chocolate with a nice drive. They need more of that.
His second bucket of the game, 5 points for Knatzer. Daniel Bansuelo with the basketball, guarded by Thompson. Are we seeing something different defensively now from Galena?
I mean, they're just switching ball screens, but really doing a good job of denying the wings.
There goes Bansuelo, blocked by Wood. Rebound by DePoli. That ball was tipped. That is not a good call. That ball was tipped by Galena. That is not a good call.
Coach Mogashani is letting them know that ball was tipped by Moses Wood.
And their officials are going to get together. Darren Glass and Stephen Cook are going to get together. And there was a tip on there. We had the perfect angle for it.
Well, yeah, I saw it. My eyes are not what they used to be, but I could see that. As you see here on the replay,
and it is Manogue basketball. And let's give the officials credit. They got the call correct.
Yes, they did. That's the correct call there.
Steve Cook, Darren Glass, and Zach Bunker are the crew tonight. And, of course, Duke Howard wants an explanation, and that's okay. Now, where is he going? I'm not sure what they're doing at this point. What is going on?
I don't know what Coach Howard is doing,
but I mean, it's the right call. Let's see if we can get it here on the replay. That pass, yeah, you can't really tell, but it was definitely tipped. The Carson Dodge replay, inconclusive.
Oh, that's a spill over there, Coach Howard.
Okay. Well, it's going to take a while to clean that one up. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more basketball right after this. Well, we're going to have a Savage and Son defensive play of the game. We have a lot to choose from. Over 120 years of doing plumbing right. The first time, give Savage and Son a call, and they'll tell you we're on it. Bishop Manogue with an 8-point lead. Less than 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Pass into DePoli. It won't go. He was fouled. He'll shoot two.
See here on the replay, nice job by Gabe Mansuelo breaking down the defense. And credit DePoli for catching that ball and gathering and going up strong.
Because DePoli is not an offensive force for the Miners.
No.
He's a rebounder and a defender. And the free throw hit the guy wire after the bounce up on the backboard, so it's no good, and DePoli will shoot a second. We've not seen stellar free throw shooting tonight.
There we go.
DePoli scores for Manogue and makes it a 9-point lead. Less than 2 minutes to go. Galena turns it over.
Third time that's happened to Spencer Canats.
Gabe Mansuelo has the ball taken from him. Timeout taken by Manogue. Manogue will have the basketball. You know, Brenna Green is over here on the sidelines. Brenna, the intensity of this game, it really has played out the way we expected.
Yes, it definitely, the energy in here is definitely, like you said, very tense. One of the players who's been having an excellent game is Colton Fergoli. He's one of the leaders on Bishop Manogue in terms of points, but it's his leadership of the team that has really impressed Coach Golshani this season. He's normally a pretty quiet kid, but he's become a vocal cornerstone for this group and is now not afraid to talk to his teammates if there's something that needs to be fixed. At the beginning of the season, Fergoli was quiet and got into foul trouble a lot. His body language, especially on the bench, wasn't great according to Golshani. Now he's always cheering his teammates on. Golshani says it feels like Colton has matured 5 years in the last few months. Back to you guys.
Well, and the intensity was so big, even in the girls' game, that you got run over on the sidelines.
Yeah, that was definitely a moment over there for sure. Everybody was checking on me to see if I was okay. But I played high school basketball, so I was fine. I felt the hit, and I was like, all right, I know how this is gonna go. It was all good over there.
So 1:33 remaining third quarter. Thank you, Brenna Green. And it's the Bishop Manogue Miners and the Galena Grizzlies in a good one here. Manogue at that 9-point lead. This is a key possession for Manogue. If they can score here, Ethan, that'll give them a big boost.
It is. And Galena's, I think, is going to be in a little zone here.
Nice pass to DePoli. DePoli was blocked by Wood partially, but the ball goes in.
Yeah, too bad Moses Wood can't get 2 points for that.
DePoli has 3 points, the last 3 for Manogue, and the lead is 11. We have another Wood in the ball game, Isaac Wood, and he drives past Fergoli and passes it out of bounds, tipped by the Miners. There's Wood with the basketball. He's a freshman. You can tell he's skinny.
Yeah.
Canats are guarded by Rolling, trying to create space. Manogue's defense has really been impressive.
I mean, it's been great.
Wood from downtown. Won't go. Battle for the rebound. Thompson comes away with it. Not a surprise.
Oh.
A real battle. bodies clash. It's Wood, it's DePoli. Wood a little frustrated. Look at that.
Well, I'm just happy that Moses Wood is okay because I tell you what, the way he fell was not good.
The foul was called against DePoli. That was real rebounding going on.
I'm telling you.
No country for old men there, huh?
No country for old men there, Chris. I am telling you that, brother. Wow.
Now you'll notice Wood is inbounding the basketball. Does that mean that they're going to try to get it right back to him after
I
the
don't know, but
inbound?
I'm just interested to see how he responds to that because, you know, I like to see Moses when he's got a fire lit.
So he inbounds and then steps over to the block and sets a pick. Pass inside is turned over momentarily, but Galena gets it back. Manogue playing hands defense.
I mean, they're getting a lot of deflections.
And there's a foul. Let's see who gets the call. They're going to call it. Are they going to call double foul? I know DePoli just got called. I think Thompson's going to get nailed too. Watch here on the Carson Dodge replay.
I mean, Trey Thompson said, hey, you can't do that to my teammate.
Right, you've got a double foul here. Thompson probably deserved 2 fouls on that one, but it's Thompson and DePoli both got called for fouls.
Yes.
So DePoli plays some rough, tough defense, gets 3 points, gets some rebounds, and goes to the bench right now. Manogue has an 11-point lead. Manogue with the basketball and breaking that press. Approaching the 10-second mark. Pass over to Bansuelo. He was looking to shoot before he caught the ball.
He was going to have a shot opportunity, too. Unfortunate that that ball go through his hand.
DePoli comes back into the basketball game, and Bansuelo leaves. That's Gabe Bansuelo. Plenty of time for Galena to get off a shot to cut into this Manogue lead. Knatzer guarded by Rowling. Knatzer got himself trapped, got a bad shot, doesn't go in. We've played 3 quarters. Bishop Manogue on the road with an 11-point lead over Galena. Can they hold on? We'll find out when we come back. It's Friday Night Rivals, and that means Smile Can. The cheerleaders from Bishop Manogue Catholic High School, Collin Crossing Family Dentistry brings you Smile Cam, where they say the world always looks better from behind a beautiful Miners smile. Well, we've played 3 quarters. Miners lead by 11. Ethan, what do they have to do to hold on to this lead?
Well, you know what? Just don't turn the ball over and commit silly fouls to let Galena back in this game. Continue doing what you've been doing.
There's Fergoli from deep.
Yes, indeed.
Fergoli has 15 on the night.
Wow.
Isaac Wood for 3.
Hey, put your seatbelts on. This 4th quarter could be very interesting.
What does Galena have to do to get into this ball game?
Well,
again?
first they got to get stops.
Court Ballinger for 3. It won't go. Rebound Fergoli.
I mean, he is taking over this game. Taking over this game.
Fergoli was 17. Spencer Knatzer has 5 on the night. Gave up the ball to Thompson. Thompson guarded by Braden DeBruin. Knatzer for 3.
But, you know, Manogue don't mind trading, but Galena's got to get stops. The only way they're going to get back in this game, and so far they haven't been able to stop Manogue.
Fergoli is going to force Knatzer to come out and guard him.
Why not?
Gives up the ball and then gets it right back. And Isaac Wood steps out, makes Fergoli give up the basketball. Still 6.5 minutes left. We haven't heard much from Gabe Bansuelo in this second half.
I tell you, there's been a lot of legal screen there. That's what you don't want. That's 1 turnover.
Braden DeBruin with the illegal screen. Boy, turnovers just kill you, don't they?
Well, I'm telling you, especially when you have a lead, because that allows teams to get back in the game.
Austin Crowfoot inbounds to Skylar Louie, and a very important turn with the basketball for Galena. Wood goes inside and gets the basketball. He goes to work. Has to give it up to Thompson. There's Gabe Bansuela with the rebound and the nice pass. Rolling turns it over. And a beautiful behind the back dribble, 2 of them. Wood will go to the line. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. As you see here on the replay, look at the handles by the big fella. I'll go behind the back again.
Wow. Basketball has come a long way in the last 30 years, hasn't
I'm telling
it?
you, a guy that side dribbling the ball.
We have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take it. Manogue leads by 10, but the issue is still in doubt. When this game is completed, it's the Eye Care Associates of Nevada post-game show, where we'll talk about a player of the game and we'll talk about some highlights. Eye Care Associates of Nevada. They'll change the way you look at the world. Okay. We have back here at Moses Wood shooting 2. Sonic is locally owned and operated with 5 locations to serve you, half-off drink specials from 2 to 4 p.m. daily. So Moses Wood hits a couple. He has 4 points in the second half, 14 overall. All 4 of his points in this half have come from the free throw line. He averages 20 on the night, on the season per game, Ethan.
That's something.
For goalie, drives baseline, gives it up to Bansuelo. The Galena.
Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, what did the crowd want?
The crowd wanted a double dribble there on Gabe Bansuelo.
Thompson fouls for goalie. Boy, Thompson plays tough, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a physical player.
So Bansuelo will inbound, guarded by Knatzer, and easily gets it to for goalie. And Manogue can set up their offense, leading by 8 with 5:15 remaining in the game. Ballinger drives. For a moment, I thought Rolling was going to try to go off glass. So.
Well, I think they're running a little clock here until they get a good, really good shot.
Daniel Bansuela was open momentarily, but Thompson cut him off on the drive to the basket.
See, they're just running the clock, no hurry here.
There's Ballinger with the basketball, guarded by Knatzer, who tries to come in from behind and steal it, but can't do that. For goalie drives.
Oh, what a block.
Blocked by Wood. That was some great one-on-one.
Wow.
Let's see if that can be the key. Long three-pointer.
Oh, my goodness. Superman's back in the building.
17 on the night. The lead is 5. That was a 4-point shot.
Wow. I would have gave him 4 on it. We got a ball game.
Now, if Manogue still wants to run clock, that could be a mistake, don't you think?
Yes, I mean, it could, because they had a nice rhythm offensively.
There goes Bansuelo to the hoop.
Ooh, that's nice.
The finger roll goes.
That was really nice.
Bansuelo with 14 on the night. Knatzer at point. Skylar Louie is getting ready to come into the game for Galena. Thompson gives up the dribble, and here we go, the battle of the night. Wood versus for goalie. Wood for 3.
Wow! You know the saying, hand down, man down. I can't hear anything in here right now, Chris.
Moses Wood with 20 on the night. 2 3-pointers in a row. Bansuelo sheds a defender. And here comes Wood. Stripped by Fragoli, goes to the hole, with the dunk!
Must be jelly, Fragoli, because jam don't shake like that.
Manogue's lead is 6. What a battle between Colton Fragoli and Moses Wood. Wood for 3.
Oh, baby! Back and forth, back and forth.
Who got the tip? Was it Wood?
Moses Wood. And timeout. Galena going to get a timeout.
Timeout. Manogue leads by 4. Yeah, we're going to take it. It's immediate timeout. Manogue leads by 4. This game has caught fire. Come back for the finish. In our post-game show, that'll be brought to you by Eye Care Associates of Nevada. They will change the way you look at the world. There's the Manogue student section. They finally have come down a little bit after the Colton Fragoli dunk. And what a battle between Fragoli and Wood in this fourth quarter.
I mean, you want to talk about Superman versus Batman, well, you're getting it right now.
Foul was on Louis there, so everybody's going to be shooting free throws from now on. Ballinger guarded by Louis. Ballinger has 3 fouls. Not really a factor at this point.
No, he didn't commit one in that third quarter.
So Josh rolling, 2:36 remaining in the game. Manogue leading by 4. Manogue still running that bit of an outside weave, it looks like.
See, I'm trapping that dribble handoff.
Rolling.
Oh, no call.
Trips. He was a bit out of control on the body. There's the 3. Can answer. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Wood gets it. The shot won't go. He'll shoot 2.
I tell you what, Josh Rowland got fouled down here at the offensive rim. But look at Moses Wood battle, not giving up on the play.
I think that Rowling gets the call if he hadn't tripped right before that. That's what I saw.
I didn't see him trip, so you may be right. But Court Ballinger has 4 fouls now, Chris. 4 fouls.
It's a 3-point game. Wood has 23 on the night. Makes it a 2-point game. This is 24th. He's 6 of 6 on free throws in this half, 7 of 7 overall. Ballinger is fouled. It's going to be a 1-on-1. It looked like Skylar Louie wanted to foul him out front.
Well, it's on Skylar Louie. But like I said before, trap that dribble handoff.
Ballinger has yet to score. He'll get the opportunity here from the free throw line. 1 with a bonus. Boy, the freshman nails that one.
Well, the young man got ice running through his veins. I mean, the moment is never too big for him.
Manogue's lead is 3. It was as high as 11. Manogue gets the rebound off the miss.
Oh, they turn it over.
Battle for the basketball. It's got to be Galena's. What do we have here?
They're going to give him a timeout. They're going to say Spencer Canassa got the timeout when he had the ball in his possession.
So it is going to be a timeout by Galena with 1:57 remaining. We're going to keep it here. Brenna Green is over on the sidelines with us. And Brenna, this game has really turned out to be everything we wanted to see.
Absolutely. I can barely hear you right now. That's how good this game is. Court Ballinger just had a clutch free throw right there at the beginning of the season. We broadcasted the Bishop Manogue versus Bishop Corbin game, and Coach Colshani mentioned to me before the contest that he had a stud freshman on his team. Only a few games after that, Court Ballinger was starting for this squad. His key characteristic is his toughness. Coach Colshani says he doesn't shy away from anyone, saying he put Court up against Jordan Caroline, and Court wouldn't flinch out there. He's made this entire Bishop Manogue team tougher.
So they're going to have to be a little bit tough in this final 2 minutes. Manogue has a 3-point lead, Ethan, but Galena has a red-hot Moses Wood.
Yes, they do. And if you court balance, you got to be careful. The young man likes to be aggressive on defense, but they need him on the floor. He cannot pick up his 5th foul.
That's Ballinger against Louie. Wood gets the basketball, then dishes over to Canatzer. Now Wood is trying to get open on the wing there. Now he's just going to go one-on-one with Fragoli. Fragoli is charged with the foul, and Wood will go to the line. Fergoli a little frustrated with that call, I think.
Well, you wonder if fatigue is starting to set in a little. Colton Fergoli has gone a long way. Offensively, he's been terrific. And defensively, he's been the exact same thing, terrific. So you just wonder, young men playing both sides of the floor that hard, if he's starting to tie. Oh, and Moses Wood missed the free throw.
He needed that's now a minute and a half left. Manogue basketball, they lead by 3. First miss of a free throw tonight by Wood.
Young man who's automatic from the line. And you wonder if that's a result of fatigue, because it did miss short.
Well, and Moses Wood has had 3 guys beating on him all night long.
All game long.
And he's returned the favor fairly well, too, so he's got to be tired. Ballinger, 1 of 2, misses that free throw.
Wow, so neither team able to capitalize at the free throw line. Oh, he got hit on that one.
Canapser drives. It's a turnover. Officials letting him play. Here comes the Miners, and they decide, there we go, foul by Wood on Fergoli. That's not who they want at the line.
No, it's not.
Now, that's only the 9th team foul, so we're still shooting 1 and 1. Fergoli has 19 on the night. He does look tired too, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he has a reason to be. There you go, see?
Manogue's missed 3 consecutive free throws.
Fatigue.
1 minute left. Issue in doubt. Thompson. There was a travel. They got away with that one.
Pro foot off the good foot for 2.
It's a 1-point game. Timeout, Galena.
They're going to get a 30-second timeout here. This is why free throws are so important, Chris, because it can determine an outcome of a basketball game.
So the Bishop Manogue Miners have seen an 11-point lead dwindle to 1.
Wow.
So Coach Mo Golshani is going to tell his Miners, you guys got to hit these free throws because they're about to go to the line again. I would imagine Galena is going to press and try to go for a steal before the foul.
I think they are going to set up their pressure defense, and I think they're going to setting up their offense too. If they do get a steal, here's what we're going to do. And so I think they got 2 plays in 1 going on right now.
So we expected fireworks tonight. We have certainly received them, haven't we?
If I'm Galena, though, I would foul Josh Rowland because he hasn't been to the free throw line yet tonight.
So here we go. Rolling to Fergoli, and Fergoli, guarded by Wood, will try to get it over the timeline, and he'll do it easily. 40 seconds left. Manogue leads by 1. Fergoli to the hole, dishes.
Oh, what a block.
Wood blocks Bansuelo. It'll be Manogue basketball. He must have 5 or 6 blocks tonight.
Oh, man. You don't think this young man wants to win? Look at this play here.
The Dolan Auto Group replay, a lot of contact and a block. Lob to Bansuelo, pass inside, stolen by Wood. Stolen back by Ballinger, and it will be Galena basketball.
Whoa.
Galena with a chance to take the lead.
Here we go. Here we go. I told you at home to get your popcorn ready.
Galena has worked all this second half to get to this point, a chance to take the lead. Wood has it poked away, and a foul is called, and Fergoli is frustrated. Wow.
Whoa. I thought the Mamba played good defense there. As you see here on the replay, see the Mamba got around. I thought Moses relaxed on that catch, and the Mamba took advantage.
2 shots for Wood. He misses the first. The Miners still lead by 1.
I'm in shock here. This is all fatigue. These young men have left everything out on the floor tonight.
Wood shooting to tie with 23 seconds left.
He got it. It is so loud in here.
Game tied, full court pressure, rolling double teamed. Here comes Fergoli in the open floor. He drives, he's fouled. before the shot, but it's the double bonus. He's going to shoot 2. Game tied for goalie at the line. I think we expected this. Manogue won by 8 in the first meeting, but it was closer than that. Goalie with 19 will shoot 2. And he misses.
Wow.
4 consecutive free throws missed by Bishop Manogue.
It is loud. I mean, it is loud. I can say the second one is always the easiest one, though, to make.
Goalie misses it. Rebound to Manogue. Stolen. There's a timeout called by Golshani.
Oh, wow.
And the ball will go to Manogue and Josh Rowland.
Wow.
Controversy on the floor. He had possession at the height of his jump, but I'm not sure when they granted that timeout that he had full possession. Take a look on the Dolan Auto Group replay.
See, he doesn't have full possession there. And look, Knatzer gets the ball there, and the official calls a timeout. That's not the correct call. I hate to say it, it's been a great game, but if it's anyone's ball, it should be Galena's basketball.
So Bishop Manogue gets a break. They have missed 5 consecutive free throws in the last 3 minutes of this game.
Well, you know what they have, and that's come back to haunt them here, but credit Josh Rowland for battling for that rebound there. If you're Galena, you can't leave any doubt. You got to box out and get the rebound on free throw opportunity.
It just shows Rowland's athleticism.
Yes, it does.
His length and his hops. And the key to Manogue's run over the last 6 weeks of not losing a game has been Rowland emerging as a third option on offense, and of course all that good defense he provides. So here we go. Bishop Manogue will have the basketball with 15 seconds remaining. Gabe Bansuelo will inbound. For goalie wants the basketball, but it will be tossed to Daniel Bansuelo, who gets it back to Gabe. Gabe's still behind the timeline. Now he gets over. He's going one-on-one with Knatzer, dishes it to his brother. Shot for goalie, dishes to Rowland. Rowland for 2. This game is over. Bishop Manogue has won by a score of 51-49 in a walk-off. What a final play, Ethan O'Brien. And the Miner fans storm the floor.
Well, I tell you what, the 3 guys touched the basketball that we wanted. The big 3, it went from Gabe Bansuelo, the coaching for goalie, to Josh Rowland, and it's over.
Somewhere in that crowd is Brenna Green. We're going to take a break. Miners win in dramatic fashion. We'll be right back. It's the Eye Care Associates postgame show, and Brenna Green is on the court with 2 of the stars of the game. Brenna, take it away.
This game was so good. We had to bring both Colton and Josh here. Josh, first of all, let's just talk about that game-winning basket. What was going through your mind as that's happening?
I knew if we had the ball at the last second, we were going to win the game. And Colton, the best player on the team, drove baseline, and I just cut under the basket, put it up, and rest is history.
This is the kind of stuff you dream of as a high school kid, making a game-winning shot in a rival's gym. What does this moment feel like for you?
Definitely, it's a dream come true. Something you always dream of as a kid, and I'm just happy I got to do it for my team. Everybody played a big part in the game, so.
Colton, you're our player of the game. You battled out there all night with Moses Wood. What was that like for you?
It's just great to compete with a D1 athlete and just go up against that competition level.
You had a stellar game out there, just absolutely shooting the lights out. What is it like for you to be able to step up for your team in this moment?
It's just great. It wasn't all just me. My teammates got me the ball in right situations, and I have to owe it up to them for a great game I had.
Oh, excuse us. Someone just fell right here. What do you think Coach is going to say in that locker room to you guys?
We put everything out on the court, and all the hard work we put in practice, it paid off.
How much do you think this win is going to help you guys in the postseason?
This win will definitely be a motivation factor. Just as well as we played tonight, we have to play every night like we did tonight.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Congratulations. Back to you guys.
It's the Eye Care Associates post-game show, and Eye Care Associates Nevada says they'll change the way you look at the world. Chris Healy along with Ethan O'Brien. And now, Ethan, we have the Carson Dodge play of the game. Carson Dodge. Check out their new expanded state-of-the-art service center to help you get back in the vehicle faster. Take it away, Ethan.
Oh, look at that. Dribble penetration back to Gabe Ansuelo, to Fergoli, to Rowland, and we're out of here.
And the game is over at that point. Take a look at it again. This is just perfect passing by Bishop Manogue. The extra pass in this case found the open man. Josh Rowling hits the game winner, and Manogue wins the basketball game and basically clinches the Sierra League regular season title with a 51-49 victory. What a basketball game we saw tonight.
I tell you what, the big three stepped up for Manogue, and they were there all night long for their team, and they all touched the basketball on that last possession.
And that is your Carson Dodge tonight's play of the game. Manogue had a lead of as many as 11, missed 5 free throws in a row, and got lucky at the end.
Well, they got lucky at the end, and not just the missed free throws, Chris, but we thought they got a break on that call there because it seemed like Spencer Knatzer had possession, but they made the most of it, and that's what sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Well, we'll be back with more and talk more about this wonderful basketball game tonight on My 21 TV. It's the Eye Care Associates of Nevada post-game show. It's the Eye Care Associates of Nevada post-game show. Chris Healy along with Ethan O'Brien. Wow, what a basketball game.
I don't want to leave, Chris. I got my chicken here. I got cookies. I got a drink. I don't want to leave. Let's just give them an hour to rest, and let's play again.
Boy, I'll tell you, these two teams have played over the years, have played some of the most exciting games we have covered.
I mean, every time we come out here when it's these two teams, it goes down to the wire. And credit Galena for not giving up. Let's remember, they only had 1 point at the end of one quarter.
Exactly.
First quarter. They could have just called it a night, but they battled back, tied the basketball game up. Credit Manogue. Hey, missed opportunity for Galena. Manogue took advantage, executed down the stretch, and they come out of here with a win.
Galena got back into this ball game with defense. And the Savage & Son Defensive Player of the Game. 120 years of doing plumbing right the first time. Give Savage & Son a call, and they'll tell you we're on it. And here's your defensive play by the big fella out there in white.
Oh, yeah. See, I thought Colton Fergoli had got past him and Moses wouldn't be able to recover. But look at the big man go up and blocks it off the glass. Neither one of these stars wanted to lose, and they both showed up tonight on both ends of the court.
And that's your Savage & Son Defensive Play of the Game, made by Moses Wood of the Galena Grizzlies with the big block. Now we have our Big O Tires drive of the game. Big O Tires, buy 3 tires, get 1 free on select in-stock set installation. See a participating Big O store. And here we have Colton Fergoli, our player of the game, with that first half dunk to get the Miners rolling.
I'll tell you what, he had 2, but this one got him going here early. He likes to jump off that right foot and slam it with that left hand. You see him out in transition. I tell you what, when they get out in transition, they are really fun to watch.
That's your Big O Tires drive of the game. Get $70 back after mail-in rebate on 4 installed Michelin tires. See a participating Big O Tires store. We're going to take a break and come back and finish up. You're listening to the Eye Care Associates of Nevada post-game show. Okay. You know, there's going to be basketball next week, Ethan. You're going to be with Dan, and it's going to be McQueen at Reno. I hope they can match what we saw tonight.
Well, I tell you, it's going to be tough for them to match this. This is probably the best game all year. I thought Reno's Spanish Spring game was tremendous, but this game was great because the stars were shining bright tonight, and what a great game on both ends of the court.
It's the Bishop Manogue Miners in literally a buzzer beater, a walk-off, 51-49 victory over the Galena Grizzlies. What a game here on the end. What a way to talk about it here on the Eye Care Associates of Nevada post-game show. So that's it for Ethan O'Brien. I'm Chris Healy, and for the rest of the crew, great work tonight on cameras. Thanks to Brenna Green on the sidelines. Again, your final, Bishop Manogue in dramatic fashion by 2 points over Galena.
been Dolan Auto Group's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Brought to you by Gustin Sports Productions and My21 TV. Be sure to tune in next week for more high school basketball action.